Excellent. So what I'm going to show is some work that Axel Ermischen did to allow users to get data from tranSMART and to export them into Galaxy. So then you'd have the power of Galaxy to analyze data. So Galaxy is a platform that was set up by guys at Penn State. They've been very, very active in building their own developer community. You can import data into Galaxy. There are a whole bunch of utilities in here. This is just the basic set for Galaxy to load up, transform data, to run statistics, to do NGS analyses. There are hundreds or thousands of tools available for Galaxy. There's a Galaxy tool shed where you can discover more. It's quite surprising what's available in there. You can import data into Galaxy from various sources, including tranSMART, and then the data will appear in this history over here, and you can then use that to create your own workflows. So you can run standard workflows on your data and just put new inputs in each time. There is a question of what you do with your results. You can, of course, load the files back into the browse view or do whatever else you want to do. So if I go to tranSMART, this is actually going to be very, very easy to do. Axel's made it so simple that I can do a fairly short demo. You basically export some data. So we pick a study, drop it in. We run a data export. Just waiting for the data export to come up. Well, we can take a shortcut. So I can go to, when you run the data export, everything comes up in your export jobs tag. You can go to the Galaxy export tab now, and then any data that you've exported will appear in here. So I was just going to repeat one of these. I can then select one of these, give it a name to send to Galaxy. New name is your choice. It's now exported. There's a little bit of magic going on behind the scenes here. So my tranSMART user is actually connected to a Galaxy instance and a Galaxy user, so that needs to be set up. So for example, Yanis on the demo server has his own user and his own ability to export to Galaxy. I now go to shared data. I can look at the data libraries. And I have a new one that's just appeared. And now I can just use this as normal in Galaxy. So I have the data, I can expand it. And I can just look at the data. If I scroll down, I should be able to see the tab delimited file. And I can select the files here, and I can export these or import these into Galaxy. And so now when I go back to my main Galaxy pane, now over in the history I have these two files. I have the expression data and I have the clinical data loaded, and I can run any of my Galaxy workflows or tools. I can make my own Galaxy tools if I want and add them to the tool set. And I can browse the data here as well. So what we have now is the ability to take data in tranSMART, to export it to Galaxy, to run any of the Galaxy tool set against this, and to do our own custom analysis outside of tranSMART, and then to maybe load up annotation of the results afterwards. Later on today, you'll get a demonstration from Kesa and Bocco of doing things the other way around, running outside tools and connecting those to tranSMART to extract data. So you can take that approach as well. Here we're sending, in that case they're pulling. And these capabilities obviously can be extended after 1.2. I'm sure we can all think of great new ideas of where we'd like to send data or where we'd like to get data from. So that's basically how the Galaxy export works. So there's a Galaxy export tab here that just picks up your normal data exports. So the other one's now appeared. Excellent. Yeah, so the one I tried to prepare earlier has now appeared, and I can now export that to Galaxy if I want. Okay, thanks very much.